Okay, so how many practices have you done this week, darling?
Every day.
Oh, fabulous. Good girl. Do you want to grab your books outside?
They're in my tray.
Okay, go grab them quick. So Inesa is sick today, so you're going to just see Lola, and then I will probably try and do a longer lesson to make up for Inesa sometimes so that they don't get sort of out of sync with each other. Alrighty. Good girl. Now you stand where I can see you, and then I'll put the anti-distraction device on. There we go. Just come this way a little bit, sweetie. Good. Right, so how about your listening? Oh, wonderful. Would you like a sticker straight away? That is really brilliant. Good, so can you get ready to play, please? So in your practices, did you manage to do all of the things every day, or did you have some days where you couldn't get through it all?
I had some, like, 1 day or 2 days that I didn't do any practice.
Okay, but the other days all of it?
Yeah.
Great, excellent. Set your feet a little bit wider, good. I'm always going to land at the bottom of the sill, aren't we? Very nice. So we'll just practice that waterfall by leaving it there, but we're not going to use those fingers just for the warm-up. Shall we do, you copy me first, and then you can make some up and I'll copy you, yeah? Haven't we?
Yeah.
Generally, if your violin is buzzing, have a look in there, and it will be. Can you see that black bit underneath is touching the top of the violin? So it's just because the fine tuners, the adjusters, have gone in a bit too far. Oh dear! Can you grab my bow for me, love? Thanks. Was it making that noise all week? Good. Lucky. Okay, so landing on the bottom of the silver, good girl. Keep curling your little finger on the bow. That's it. Good. One more of mine copying. Let's try one more time. Are you saying stop, pony, stop, pony, stop in your head while you play?
No.
Right, that's the thing. We've got to really get into the habit of just keeping the notes or the rhythm or the song or whatever it is that we're working on in your head while you're playing, and not just moving your arm. Your arm is not as clever as your brain, is it?
No.
Right. Did you say it in your head?
I just forgot the pony.
Okay, one more try. Off we go. Yeah! Well done. Right now, your turn. crossing. Right, how's mine then? You're so sweet. Okay. Give that little bow hold a little hug. It's a bit limp, your bow hold at the moment. You just want to make it a little bit more in contact with the bow. Not hard, but just so that if I do this, oh, wonderful, you don't let go. Yeah, if you make it really limp, see what happens. Just make it really soft and do nothing. Oh, okay. So that will not give us a good tone on our strings if we play like that. But if you play just with a little bit of a hug, then you'll get a good tone and also no crunching. Okay? What are you going to give me this time? That's very good. Oh, I like that. Right, let me see if I can remember it. Oh, can you do it again for me? Let's just make this violin nice and flat. There we go. Oh. Do you want me to play two strings at the end, or was that a little bit of a mistake? Okay, why don't you just try one more time, darling? That's it, curl that little finger. That little finger's got to learn how to be just as helpful as number one. First fingers are very used to being helpful, aren't they? Because we use them to point, we use them to pick things up, we use them all the time. Little fingers are used to being a bit lazy, so we've got to teach them to be as helpful as number one. Off we go. Okay, let me try. Yeah? Okay, my turn for you to copy last two. I'm sorry, my fingers went out to you. Oh, good. Nice rhythm. We just had a little bit of extra something there, didn't we?
Yeah.
You want to hear it again, or do you think you know what you're aiming for?
Can I hear it?
Of course you can. Wonderful! Very good. Excellent. We haven't done all bows yet, have we? No. Okay, good. Have a shake. Would you like a sticker? Very nice. Okay, so brilliant string crossing. Okay, let's do the finger song on the shoulder to just review it. And then we'll do exploring the E string. So exciting. Poor Inesa must be very disappointed not to be able to do her fingers today.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to do it here first, aren't we? Silly me, I forgot. Right, do you want to do it all by yourself, or do you want me to do the talking?
Can I do it all by myself?
Yes, of course you can.
1 on red, 2 on blue, 3 on green, tap the 4, take off 3, take off 2, take off 1, all done.
Excellent. If I was going to be really fussy, I would say could we have umbrella fingers at the end? Not, what would that be like? Tree fingers. Umbrella fingers, yeah? Or rainbow fingers. Very nice, well done. So I'm going to do the bow once on the E string. And we'll see how those fingers are going. What happens if you let go here? What happens if you let go completely of your violin then? Oh, lovely. Well done. I wasn't sure that you were looking comfortable enough for that to happen. Let's just see if we can make it even more comfy for you. Does that feel better?
Yeah.
Good girl. Nice little hole at the end of the tunnel. Good, okay. let's see if you can get the credit doing the bow as well. So just see if you can keep that bow nice and straight. Good girl. Rest, rest. Rest. Very nice. How about a gold one? Really, really good, Lola. Well done. It's the 13th, isn't it? Good, excellent. So, one of the things that is really important, and you were doing really well, but I just want to make sure that everybody watching the video, mostly your mum, sees that this is what you're doing so that you can keep checking it at home, is can you see that I've got flicky eyes? If you just stand there and everybody can see as well. But I've got flicky eyes, which you were doing brilliantly, because I'm going to watch my bow when my bow is moving, and I'm going to watch my fingers when they're getting ready. My fingers, and then back to my bow. Fingers and back to bow. Fingers and back to bow. Fingers and back to bow. And actually, coming down, you don't even need to look at your fingers at all because you're just taking them off. Because we want to start trying as soon as possible to get the eyes away from the fingers some of the time, because otherwise you end up with students who just stare at their fingers all the time, and then their bow could be playing like this, and they're just looking at their fingers and they don't even notice. You don't want to be a student like that, do you? No. Right, okay, now, do you think it's going to be more difficult or easier to play this same thing on the A string?
A bit harder.
A bit harder. Do you know why?
Because it's a different thing on the fingers.
It's a different place for the fingers, you're right.
And
what's the tricky thing about A?
you have to try not to get it on the other
Exactly, and the same with your fingers. Yeah, your fingers have to go on exactly the right string in between two other strings, and so does your bow. So let's just do the thing. Have a little shake first of all. Good girl. And so we're just going to do the fingers on the A string first. So I'm going to do the bow like we did the first time. You see if you can just land them exactly in the right place. Nails it. No, you should be right. Ready? So no fingers off. I mean, all fingers off. Umbrella fingers. Very nice. Good girl. Beautiful. Very nice tapping. Very nice. Do you prefer umbrellas or rainbows?
umbrellas.
Okay, very good. Now, are you ready for the big challenge of the day? Yeah? Okay. Those flicky eyes are going to be the most important part of this for you, because you're not going to be able to play on your A string yet unless you're watching your bow, and your fingers don't know where your A string is yet until you show them. Okay? So you can take as much time as you want this time. We're not going to try and do it in time. We'll just do it one finger at a time. Mr. D, will you flee? Good girl. Good. Good. That's it. Good. Very nice. Why do you think I'm holding onto your shoulders?
So they didn't get
Yeah, because they're going a bit like, oh, I'm working so hard and I'm nervous about it. We just want them to be nice and relaxed. That was really good. Let's just try one more time and see if we can keep those shoulders nice and relaxed. I think you might get a credit your second try. Oh my goodness. Good girl. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Now, because you are learning in a team with Inesa, do you think you'll be able to show her how to do that?
Yeah.
Would you be able? Do you go over to her house and have a play ever? If she comes to your house?
She sometimes comes to me.
That would be really nice. Which one would you like? You know what would be really nice if you could pretend to be me. I will write down what the steps are, or you could watch it on YouTube. And so you could do the bow for her the first time, and you could show her about her flicky eyes, and then she could have a try. And then maybe she'll be ready for a credit the first time she tries it too, but I won't be there, so she'll have to wait until our next lesson. That would be really great. Okay. I think, my love, we're going to stop instead of making up the time, because I think if I teach you the next thing, then it will be a bit too much for Inesa to learn. And you're so brilliant at that. We'll do it a couple more times, but then we'll stop.
Okay.
Is that okay? Because I think you're doing it so nicely. I don't really want you to, if you're learning in a pair, you want to kind of stay together a bit, don't you? So we're going to just review it a couple of times. And so I'm going to play, and then you're going to play the note back to me. And that will be exactly the same as what you were just doing, but there'll be music in the rests instead of silence in the rests. Okay? Or there is a little tune I can teach you, actually. Just remembered it. Okay, so my turn, your turn, just echoing, okay? Good girl. Drop your elbow. That's it, just try that one again. Good girl. Tapping. Very nice, well done. Let's see if we can keep that flat. So the little tune I'm going to teach you, which Inesa can learn if she wants, you can teach it to her, or she doesn't have to if she doesn't. It's called We Can Play the Twinkle Variations. And every time I play the tune for you, you have to give me the twinkle variation. On your E string, we do it 3 times on E and then once on A, and there's music in between each time. So it goes like this. Shall we just start with busy, busy, stop, stop, because that's the easiest one? Okay. You can put your hand up here. This is not a finger exercise. So I'd like you to see if you can keep that violin and those shoulders really nice and flat all the way through. Yeah? So it goes. We can play the... This isn't we can play, this is listen to the, I'm sorry. Right, so, listen to the, stop, stop, listen to the, listen to the, there's A, we are playing. Very good. And what's the next variation? Good girl. So we're going to go from the introduction to stop pony. Listen to the. Listen to the. Listen to the. We are playing. Brilliant. Do you know what comes next? Very good. Listen to the Nelly the elephant. It's funny, isn't it? Because it's a different feeling from my introduction. So it's a bit trickier. You see if you can do it. Listen to the elephant. Okay, because we all want to play Because Fast as a Caterpillar goes in 4s, and so does dun, 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 dee, 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 dee. It's really easy, isn't it? Yeah, so instead of playing it to me, can you say it to me this time, but really in time? So you've got to feel the big beat. Listen to the Nelly the elephant, listen to the
Nelly the elephant.
Listen to the
Nelly the elephant.
You're a bit ahead, aren't you? It's very laid back, triplets. These 3 notes are very cool and sort of relaxed. Listen to the Nelly the elephant. Listen to the
Nelly the elephant.
Listen to the
Nelly the elephant.
We are playing.
Nelly the elephant.
Brilliant. Good girl. Do you think you can play it? Great. Listen to the Which one are we doing now?
Suzuki.
Last one. After Nelly.
Faster.
Ah, there you go. Oh, fatter than a caterpillar. What's a caterpillar? I've never seen or heard of a caterpillar ever in my life. Soft and squashy, and then a little hug. Good girl. Nice flat violin. So fussy, aren't I?
Can I practice caterpillar? Caterpillar.
Yes, of course you can, darling. Oh, that's it. Brilliant. Okay. Excellent. Let me find a different kind of sticker in here. Oh, how about an animal? Very good. Lovely. We're going to do a little note quiz. And Inesa, if you watch this video, you can do it too. You just want to pause the video before you hear what Lola has to say. Okay, so don't listen to it first, otherwise you'll know the answer. Right, you're not going to play, rest position. I'm going to play you 2 notes, and I want you to tell me if the second one is higher or lower than the first one. Okay, I'll make it really easy to the start. Okay, don't say straight away so that Inesa can play it on the video too. Okay? Do you think I got higher or lower the second note? I didn't make it as easy as I did. Well done. Wait. Pause.
Higher.
Did the notes get higher or get lower? Yeah, so we're going to say getting lower or getting higher. Okay?
Getting lower.
Very good. You've got to remember about the pause for Inesa. Wait. Oh, you are so good at this, I'm going to make it a bit more tricky. You ready?
Getting lower.
Very good.
Getting lower.
Good.
Getting higher.
Oh wow, you can hear that's only a tone. That's very close together.
Getting lower.
Very good. And then I'll give you your practice. Excellent work, Lola. Good girl. So your practice is going to be are you happy doing your bow holds and your violin practice?
Yeah.
Going up practice, yeah? So let's just keep that the same. Practice over half term, isn't it?
Yeah.
So times 5 bow holds, and do the hug. Can you show Mum? Well, when you watch the video, you'll see, Alex, the thing about making the bow holds, and then she can just give your bow a little wiggle and see if your fingers come off or not. Do the hug wiggle, okay? Times 5 violin up. What do we have to remember?
To not put your shoulders up.
Good. Make it flat and relax your shoulders. Excellent. Then E and A variations. You can just mix them up like we did at the beginning. Okay? E and A variations. Mix them up. You can make a variation pudding. And then, do you want to keep doing your fingers on the shoulder, or do you think you want to go straight to the string?
Straight to the string.
Okay, so exploring the E string.
Can I do the A too?
Yes, please do. Can you do exploring the E string times 4? Exploring the A string times 4. And you can do the listen to the song. Listen to the twinkle.
So Mummy just sings listen to it.
Exactly. So 3 on E, then 1 on A each time. And you've got to remember that Nelly the elephant has to be very cool and laid back. Okay? Pretend you're in the Bahamas. I think that will be very, very nice. If you want something extra to do over half term, you can practice playing your E and A, mix it up again, all the way through the variations while your CD is playing. It's really quick. Okay, so if you're going to play quicker, you need smaller bows. Okay, so if you want something extra, try E or A variations with the CD. No fingers. Okay, great, have a lovely half term.